Either. Okay, going around the table, do you consider yourself a feminist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like moderate.
Moderate feminist. Okay.
Same. I don't really
You don't
acknowledge it.
Huh?
I don't acknowledge it.
You don't. You what?
I don't acknowledge or
So you're not a feminist.
I don't know.
You don't.
I don't know what to say.
Andrew, what's the definition of feminism?
Yeah.
Just to help things out.
It's a movement towards egalitarianism, equality, if you don't know what that means. So a movement towards equality by dismantling systems which are patriarchal or systems run by men.
So they want to be equal as men. People that women believe that one. Okay.
Oh.
And that the way to do that is because men are in charge of the various systems of society, that they need to dismantle men being in charge of those systems so that they can also be in charge of those systems. That would be feminism.
Basically, women that want to be men, which is, to me is not even feminine at all. So I don't know why they call it that.
Sure.
Okay. Are you feminist?
No.
Yes.
No.
Eric?
Of course not.
All right. So yes. I think
I'm
those
moderate.
ones. Moderate.
Yeah.
Moderate. Yes. Question for all of you, relating this back to I think most of you, I don't know, maybe some of you differed here when it came to paying for the first dates. You said you want a guy to pay for the first date. Do you want a guy to pay for the first date?
No.
No?
I said yes.
Yes, and yes. Question, how do you reconcile your feminism with wanting men to pay for the first date?
Well, I don't know, dude. I feel like you ask me this every time, and I always say I don't know.
Yeah.
Wasting time with me.
Okay. What about you?
Well, if he asks first, which I do like guys who take initiative, I would expect him to pay for the first date. But again, like I said, in future cases, I wouldn't mind paying it too.
Do you ever ask guys out on dates?
Not on dates, but I'm like, oh, do you want to go get food? And then...
Well, I'm talking first dates, not...
First dates,
You've
no.
been dating a guy for 3 months, and most people wouldn't raise an eyebrow at you asking your boyfriend to go get
No,
food.
first dates, I don't ask, no.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty moderate. I like a more... I hate like the word traditional man.
Why do you hate that?
I don't know. It just sounds very
Sounds what?
cliche, unattractive, like low-key sexist. I don't know.
How so?
It's just, I hate this word too, but I'm using it. It just, the word gives me the ick. But I do believe in traditional dating values, and I can be, I don't know, I'm very moderate in this take, so I can't give you like an exact.
Here, tell me if this is a fair representation of your position. You said you're moderate feminist, right? So you like all the ways in which feminism has given women benefits, but you also still like all the ways that traditional treatment benefits you as a woman. Is that fair?
Yes, but I feel like women should have equal rights in terms of like voting. I feel like they should be paid equally. But I also believe in, you know, if you want a quote unquote stereotypical traditional man, you should be yourself a classier traditional woman. So it depends on like what we're talking about. Are we talking about like getting a job? Are we talking about dating? So I'm very like moderate.
Okay.
Sorry, what was the question again?
I'll skip. Traditional. How do you reconcile the feminism with the whole men should pay thing?
I think we're talking really black and white here. First is with the definition that Andrew gave. I do agree with like moving society towards more egalitarian, but that last part of the definition where like women should be in those places, I don't agree with that. I don't think we should replace men, but we should have more space.
Do you think equal? Yeah, but so I'm
like, so to speak here. So for example, I'm gonna just say for the industry I'm in, a lot of our competitors, their CFOs are mostly male. But then in my company itself, we have our CFO is female, and a lot of people in management are female. So, and I really appreciate that because it made me more willing to kind of push myself in my career and everything.
So but okay. So when it comes to the feminism thing, though, we can have a conversation about like, well, there's like kind of the laws and equal rights and stuff. But I'm sure you would all agree that when it comes to feminism, a component of feminism wasn't just necessarily about securing equal rights for women. It was about like, it was about kind of social roles too. Like, oh, women can do this and do that. And it didn't really necessarily have to do about rights. For example, like, oh, women can go be boss babes and join the workforce. Well, I mean, that sort of has to do with like access to being able to work, but like it also had to do with like societal views, right? Why don't you also reject the societal views on men that they, I mean, it's a very patriarchal, sexist expectation for you to say men should pay for first dates. Like, would you agree that if men were to say women should cook and clean, would that be a sexist statement?
No,
That's not sexist?
I don't think so. If they're themselves are a traditional man who will provide, then no, I don't think that's sexist.
Okay. Would you say that's sexist?
I think if you put it with a blanket term of all women should cook and clean, yes. If it's like, for example, somebody who wants to stay at home is traditional, it's what she wants. I'm not going to say anything about it. It's not my life. It's her life. It's what she wants. I just think there should be an option if she wants to pursue everything on her own, have her own life, have her own financials, everything, wants to become a CFO, that she can do that and has that option. But if she doesn't, that's okay.
You think it goes both ways? Like if a man wants to take care of the house or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I feel I got roasted when I said this the first time I came on here when they were like, oh, like, what's your definition of feminism? And I was like, to let a woman do whatever the hell she wants. Like, it doesn't matter if she wants to be a trad wife, if she wants to be a stay-at-home mom, if she wants to be traditional, if she wants to be whatever, the boss babe. You have those choices, and that's what matters. And it's important that we have those choices and we don't judge others, you know?
Okay.
And it's about equity, too.
I keep hearing that word boss babe. What does that mean?
They're like, I don't know, I think it comes from a meme or something where it's like, oh, hashtag boss babe or something like that.
Like, at the end of the day, I just feel like you should date someone who shares the same values as you. That's the most important thing. If you want to do 50-50 as a man, date a woman who's okay with doing 50-50. Don't pursue women who are, this is hypothetical, but like getting paid in full, going to Nobu every weekend. You can't expect that type of woman if you want to go 50-50. So it's just dating within, your values, your morals, your expectations.
Sure.
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
Do you think that like what you just said, do you think that benefits our society, or do you think it makes it worse?
Benefits the society, like
Like
what?
the way, like that mindset that you have, or
To
like,
let women do whatever they want?
Yeah, genuinely, do you think it's beneficial to our society?
Yeah, definitely.
How?
Because it's free will. You can do whatever you want. You know?
Yeah, I could just go around and smack the shit out of people. Did that make the world a better place?
If you want, but that's not.
Is that what she means, though? Just to be fair, is that like what you mean?
What do you mean? Like to yeah.
When you say people can do whatever they want, I don't think you mean like.
No, that's not what I'm
commit crimes and
saying.
shit.
No,
So get specific.
that's not what I said.
Like following your dreams, like
yeah,
doing what
like you
want.
can do whatever you want, as in like if you want to be a trad wife, you can be a trad wife. If you want to stay home take care of the kids, if you want to go and be a boss babe, go fulfill whatever you want to do.
We're going to get into the questionnaire here. We're going to try to get through it as quick as possible so we won't linger too long. Oops, didn't mean to do that, my bad. On any one topic, but going around the table, what would you want the minimum yearly income to be for your future husband? You put an infinity sign here. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what my answer is either. I don't know. I'm not thinking about that stuff. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you
Put
perhaps that- maybe
infinity,
that's the
then
problem.
infinity.
What about? I mean, you don't have any. You 6 figures? What do you think?
Yeah. I want to be comfortable. I want to live a comfortable life. I want to go
Do you
to.
want to be stay at home?
I don't know, dude.
So you want a 6
All I
figure
know
dude,
is that
wow,
I
you
want to
dudes
go
wanna
for
do-
winter break. I want to go to Aspen or to what's it called, Switzerland for winter, and
So-
then in the
Aspen's a lot different.
and then in the spring I want to go to Italy, and
So
then
what sacrifice are
Christmas
you
I want to
making?
go to New York.
So if you got a man, because obviously you want a man that's making a lot of money, what sacrifice are you making for that kind of man? Like what compromise are you making?
Being a good partner.
by being what going on the Aspen to spend his money on trips? Like, how did that make you a good partner?
He has a companion. You know, he loves me.
Yeah, but you get that too.
Love you for what? All you doing is going to spend his money going on trips. Like, what do you bring to
Well,
him?
I don't know. That's for him to answer. He
That's for you to answer.
He fell for me. I don't know. I don't know what he saw in me. I don't know. That's for that man to answer.
Sound like you don't know the answer.
Yeah, I don't know the answer.
Okay.
Unless you guys have more back and forth.
I mean, if you don't know the answer, then I don't see how you can ask for that. Because if you ask for something, you should know why you could deserve that. And it sounds like you don't really know why.
Someone here said something really good on that. It's like your type, you need to know what your type, his type is. Was that?
Chloe.
that
What
was
your
you, Chloe?
type's
Yeah,
type
like,
is?
Because a lot of people just think about what I want. But you also, in order to get what you want, you got to think, well, what does the person that I want, what do they want? And if you're not it, you're not going to get it, you know? So
Yeah, you think you're the type of the dudes who make like 600,000 or 400,000 or better?
I don't know. Maybe somebody out there, honestly. Who knows?
someday
That's a safe-
you'll-
Yeah, honestly, you don't know. You don't
That's a safe
know.
answer.
All right. What about you?
I'm not really sure yet. But
You said enough to provide for our family. How much
Yeah.
is that?
I'm not.
Do you want to stay home or do you want to work? Or
If it, I don't mind working, but I also would want to be there for my kids.
how many kids do you want?
Maybe like 2 to 4.
2 to 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Michelle?
More the merrier. I don't really have a number, especially because living here is just so expensive.
How much do you make, if you don't mind me asking?
I would not want to
That's
answer
fine.
that.
6 figures? Is that fair?
Like the guy?
No. Do you make 6 figures?
No, but a little.
Will
a
you
little-
make it? How about in 5 years? Will you make 6
Yes,
figures?
I would.
Okay. Would you like a guy to, in 5 years' time, make 6 figures that you're dating?
Yes.
Okay. The more, the merrier. Okay. In this economy, it's a rough economy. Carissa, what about you?
Just enough to provide for the family and I.
Okay. How many kids do you want?
Like 3 or 4.
All right. Darkavia?
I would say about 150.
Okay.
At least how much I'm making. If he makes less, then I just want him to be pursuing something he's passionate about.
Sure.
I think I put like 100,000, but as long as we have enough money to provide for our family.
Okay. And then we kind of touched on this